99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. You take one down while you're crafting around. Hey y'all, I'm coming to you from the closet. And today I'm going to show you how to make a Teflon sheet holder for your heat press using these bottle caps and a whole lot of scraps you got lying around. So what you're going to need is some bottle caps, just that you would get from maybe a late night craft session or whatever. You're going to need some penny magnets. You can get them at your local craft store, hardware store. They're just about a penny size. And some scrap vinyl. We all know we have it. If you're like me, I save every little piece of scrap because I never know when I'm going to need an I or a comma. So these are the three things that you're going to need, along with your glue of choice. And I use Rapid Fuse because it's a little bit less toxic than others, and it's super, super fast. So the first thing you're going to do is cut out your image. It should be teeny, like, look, fingernail teeny, okay? It should be a little bit less than a half of an inch in order to fit on the inside of your bottle cap. You're going to take your transfer tape and lay it on there and just kind of finger it if you want. You can use your scraper, but it's such a little image that you can really just get it off with your finger. And once you get your transfer tape over your bottle cap, you want to make sure it's nice and centered, and then take your thumb and push just straight down with your thumb so that it gets just equal coverage and it doesn't shift to one side or the next. So you want to make sure, and then kind of roll your thumb on in there. Make sure you get it nice and good and stuck. And then you're just going to roll your transfer tape off of there. And bazinga zanga suckers, you just dressed up your little bottle cap. Look at this, mosey on over to cuteness. All right, the next thing you're going to do is take your magnet and you're going to put just a little dab. If you're using Rapid Fuse, you only need a little dab right in the middle of the magnet. Not on the edges, because you don't want it to like seep out onto the other sides. And you're going to stick your magnet on there. And you want to make sure you kind of take your magnet off of your surface. Well, my surface is metal, so it sticks to it. And just kind of hold it on there for just a few seconds. Rapid Fuse fuses really super mega fast, so you really don't need too much pressure. And bazinga zanga, you just made cute little magnets out of bottle caps. Now, there are some ways that you can dress this up and make them kind of fancy dancy. So I'll show you the other ways that I have them. One way is you can fill it with resin or epoxy. I use Pro Marine epoxy, but you can fill it up with resin, epoxy, glitter, make them any kind of thing. But I just put a regular old decal with opal vinyl and then the magnet on the back, and that really kind of dresses it up a lot too. Or you can dress them up like this. There's a whole sheet of these little tiles, these pretty little tiles, and it's a sheet of them. And if you pick them off, you can get a good 100 or 200 per sheet. I put a little vinyl decal on there, stuck it in there with some Rapid Fuse, and it kind of gives it like a three-dimensional magnet look, and it really makes it look kind of sassy. You can also alcohol ink these little tiles, so it kind of gives it a different effect. So I'm going to pause you real quick, and I'm going to bring you over to the heat press, and I'm going to show you how these turn into a Teflon sheet holder for your heat press. Okay, so here we are by my heat press, and if you're anything like me, you usually or sometimes forget your Teflon sheet when you're going to heat press something. Well, this is a little hack that'll help you in a way that you can use your little new fancy dancy magnets. So what you do is you wrap your heat press, your Teflon sheet, around the edge of your heat press. When it goes over the edges like this, you just take your newly little made heat press magnets with your bottle caps and you stick them. You stick it, and they're really heavy duty magnets, so you really want to have two hands. And you only need 4, but you just stick them and ta-da! Now, you never forget your Teflon sheet when you're going down on it. So, there's a great life hack and a great way not to forget your Teflon sheet and a great way to make some fancy Nancy magnets that you can either sell or use around the house. Y'all have a great one. Be good to everybody.